All right, well, we'll go ahead and get the call started. My name is Josh Amundsen. I'm 27 years old. There's tens of thousands of us that trade together every single day. So, really, really powerful. But we're going to go ahead and just dive into it. If you're on your cell phone, I would recommend turning your phone sideways. It's just going to be easier to see when I'm sharing my screen because I'm going to share my screen with you guys today. And I'm going to basically break down what it is that me and the person who invited you to this call are doing. Okay. So, I'm going to share my screen and we will dive into the information. All right. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Can I get some thumbs up? Let's go. It's a lot of thumbs. Awesome. Cool. So we're going to dive into it real quick before we even get into, our platform and the app that we're using that's absolutely insane. I'm just going to show you a little sneak preview of this app, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and click this slideshow. I'm going to play this real quick, okay? Absolutely beautiful video. Let me make sure I'm unmuted real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little sneak preview of an app that we're using. Tens of thousands of people are using this app every single day of their life. Okay. Now, the company and the platform that we're a part of is called Akashx. And yes, our goal is to make money. Okay. That's obviously what the goal is. I'm sure a lot of you got on this call because you're looking for another way to be able to make money online. That's exactly why I started doing this 6, 7 years ago. However, we also focus on getting better health in this community. We focus on owning your time, right? That's the whole point of this, right? Is to make more money so you can buy back your time and actually live this beautiful life that you have. So we focus on a lot of different areas. One of the first things I want to quickly go over real quick is called a four-way cash flow quadrant, okay? Before I explain how our app works, because it's absolutely insane, I want to break this down to you. So there's 4 different ways that every single person on this call, including me and around the world, make money. Okay. Most people on the planet, 60% of people work for someone. Okay. They have a job. There's nothing wrong with having a job. I'm not here to bash on jobs, right? I've worked a ton of jobs. I've done a bunch of blue collar, I cut metal, took apart machines, painted houses, cleaned cars, worked at Pepsi, a lot of different stuff, right? I just don't like people telling me what to do, right? I don't like being told when I have to show up, when I can go home, what I'm worth an hour, right? It just never really fit me well. And I'm sure a lot of you on this call agree with that. That's just what most people, make money with in the world is having a job. 35% of people work for themselves. These are painters, plumbers, farmers. This is where if you don't show up and do the work, you don't get paid. Right. So that's 95% of people on the planet. They either work for someone or they work for themselves. Right. But that's only 5% of the money on the planet. So I saw this at 20 years old. I was just about to graduate college, spent $60,000 in education. And I saw this and I was like, you're telling me that I'm part of the 95% that's going to go fight over 5%, right? So what did I start doing? I was looking for different ways to become these two sections, how to become an investor where you can use your money to make more money, learn how to multiply with the money you already have, and also become a business owner. And that's what we do here at Akashx, ladies and gentlemen. I've been a business owner on paper for almost a decade now. It's one of the best things in the world, tax deductions. Lots of cool stuff. 5% of people on the planet, investors and business owners, make 95% of the money. So, I would, not doubt that every single person on this call works hard, right? But are you working hard in the right categories? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and continue, guys. Kind of break it down a little bit about what Akashx is. We do provide first class education, yes, but we're also a tech provider. Okay. We have all of our own in house apps, in house technology, and it's absolutely insane what I'm about to show you here in a little bit. Akashx has been around since 2020, but we're a part of a bigger brand called My Daily Choice. That's been around for over 10 years. Okay. We trade with over 200 countries around the world, thousands and thousands of people that are using our platform, which is really, really powerful. People of all ages, all backgrounds, which is really cool. The company's completely debt free. It's privately owned. And like I said, there's no third party services. We're not relying on other companies to fulfill things. We own everything in house, which is super, super cool. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive right into it. Okay. We trade a lot of different markets. We invest in a lot of different markets here in Akashx. Okay. But if you're someone who's brand new, I want you to understand this, right? When I was brand new, I came in and I saw, 6, 7 years ago that people were trading gold, oil, silver, right? Commodities. People were trading index funds. I didn't even know what an index fund was back then. People are trading currencies, cryptocurrencies. Here's the cool part about this if you're brand new. You don't need to come in and learn every single market, every single style of trading. You don't have to do that here, which is really cool. You can come in, sit down with the person who got you started, or get connected with me. We can sit down and based off how much time you have and how much money you're trying to make, we can tell you, hey, you should probably trade this market. You could focus on one thing. If you get really good at trading one thing, you could change your life, which is cool. Okay. So these are the phases of Akashx. I'm going to break this down to you, right? If you were brand new coming into our platform, right, you're going to start trading with us every single day of the week. We only usually trade for maybe 30 to 60 minutes. Some people are only trading for about 2 to 3 minutes a day, right? Which is really, really cool. But here are the phases, all right? The first phase when you're brand new and you come into our platform is learning how to approve trades. Okay. Now we do this approving trades with our app called Akashx. This is on the App Store or Google Play. You could literally download this to your phone right now. But we have a feature on the app called Tap to Trade. Okay. So I'm going to break down how this feature works. This is literally changing the game for people all around the world, which is really, really cool. So the first step in using Tap to Trade is you can actually connect your own trading account to our app. Okay. You can actually make your own broker account. If you don't know what a broker is where you can actually make an account with a company and they're essentially a middleman to the market. There's stock brokers like Robinhood, TD Ameritrade. There's crypto brokers, Forex brokers. There's a lot of different brokers, right? So we'll help you obviously create a broker and then you can connect it to our app. Once you have the broker connected, you just log in the information. We help you do all this, which is really cool. Once you have it connected, our app actually gives notifications every single day. Okay. You know how you wake up in the morning and you have like 1,000 notifications? Here's one more, right? But what's cool about this notification is it can make you money. That's the cool part about it. Okay. So we have an array of different educators that have been trading for, anywhere from 5 to 10 plus years, right? There's 6 and 7 figure traders that are a part of the Akashx community. When they take a trade on their own trading account, we get a notification on our phone. So all you have to do, this is called the Tap to Trade. You have to click the notification. Once it opens, all you have to do is click the approve button, which is really powerful. Okay. So all you have to do is click the approve button. And then what it's going to do is it's going to copy the trade from the educator. And then you don't have to do anything after that. Once you open up this trade alert, this Tap to Trade, and you click approve, everything is done for you after that. Whatever the educator does with the trade, that's what the educator does, right? Like for an example, when the trade is in profits and you're up on the trade, let's say the educator wants to close the trade. It'll close on all of our accounts. Right? Let's say the educator wants to adjust something about the trade. It adjusts on all of our accounts, right? So this is really cool because I remember what it was like to be brand new with trading. I had to learn how to do all this stuff 7 to 9 years ago manually, right? There was no Tap to Trade back then. So this is super powerful. This is why the person who invited you to this call is so fired up. And I'm going to show you some results from this, which is really, really powerful. Okay. But what I want to do is I'm going to show you a quick video that shows you how a Tap to Trade works. Anybody can do this. It's as simple as clicking a notification, hitting the approve button, and that's it. Okay. So I'm going to show you this video real quick of an example.
Just got a Tap to Trade by Joel. And basically right here, I have it set up at a quarter risk. So I'm going to adjust mine to 1% risk. So I'm going to approve that trade. Okay, success, you've approved the trade. So now I can go to trade lock. All right, as you can see, we're in the position. So it's super easy to take Tap to Trade. As you can see, we're in the trade. I don't have to worry about anything. When Joel closes the trade, whatever happens, he handles it. I don't have to do anything. I could go back to basically doing what I'm doing here in the mall, shopping. So
Of course, he had to show he was in the mall, right? So, just to give you a little brief explanation, right on his phone, here was a tap to trade notification. All he did was click it, right? Once the notification opened up, you can see here there's a risk percentage area. You just type in how much you want to risk. Do you want to risk 1% of your account? Do you want to risk 0.5%? And then all you have to do is simply click the approve button. And once you click this approve button, you can go to your trading account and you can see the trade is in there. You don't have to do anything after that, which is really, really powerful. Everything is done for you. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. It's absolutely insane. And that's why so many people are crushing it on our platform. We're going to show you some results here again, like I said, in a little bit. Now, phase two. Okay, that was phase one, learning how to approve trades. Anybody can do that. It's very simple. And we also show you how to do it. Okay. Phase two is where you're trying to become a little bit more independent. Okay. This is where you actually learn how to trade, right? So, what's cool about our academy, guys, is we actually offer a full blown academy with over 200 videos, anywhere from beginner to expert, right? A lot of people I've seen come into our platform and they start taking tap the trades, and you will see results almost immediately. You're trading within 24 to 48 hours, right? But a lot of people come in and then they eventually, after tap the trade, they want to understand how it's happening. Why are the educators taking trades here? And that's what this part is for. You can actually go through a bunch of different, sections in our academy, beginner, advanced, expert. And what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Okay. Here is our platform. Okay. So you guys can see this is Akashx.com, and this is the homepage right here. You can download the app to Google Play or the App Store. Now, what you do when you start off is you go to the Getting Started tab. We have an onboarding video. It just shows you how to use the platform very easily from the CEO, which is cool. But you guys can see here on the right side, you're actually able to connect your trading account. Okay, so you can actually type in your trading account's email, the ID, password, get it connected. And once it's connected, you can start taking tap the trades on your on the app on your phone. Here's the academy right here. You guys can see we teach people how to use the different apps that we use. We have platform tutorials. If we go to beginner, because I'm assuming a lot of people on this call have never traded before, but there are some people like me. When I first saw this, I already had trading experience. I already knew what was going on. But for someone who's brand new, if we go to the beginner tab, it literally starts at step one, like as simple as you can get. Like, what is trading, right? What's the history of it? What are the things that people trade? How does it work? And then it gets into terminology, right? It talks about, emotions while people are trading, right? It talks about having a trading plan, an actual strategy. And then once you get through beginner, you can go to expert, which gets a little bit more advanced. And then, you can go to advanced, which gets a little bit more hands-on. And then you can get to expert. We also teach about cryptocurrencies too. But one of the coolest parts about our academy is if you go to educator training series, once you complete the academy, all of our lovely educators on this platform, there's tons of different languages that we have educators in. All these different educators, what they did is they actually built their own academy within the academy. Okay, so let me give you an example, right? Let's say, for an example, Joel Arias. A lot of people love trading with Joel. He's the #1 performer on Tap the Trade, but you guys can actually click on his profile and you can actually focus in exactly how he trades. He literally breaks down step by step exactly how his trading strategy works, which is really, really cool, right? So that's something I really love about this. It's not just, generic education. You can hyper focus on whoever you want to actually learn from in our academy, okay? Now, if we continue going through it, we also have daily live trading sessions. So you guys see how we're on the Zoom call right here, right? Well, what's cool about this platform is every single day of the week, there are educators that are going live just like this, and they actually trade their money in front of thousands of people every single day. So you can hop on any single call you want. You're not forced to be on these calls. Whenever you're free, you can hop on a trading session, right? I remember when I was in school, I had 18 credits, and then I'd go to class, go to the gym, come home, and then I would, instead of hanging out with my roommates, I would hop on live trading sessions. 7 years ago, I've been doing this for. So absolutely crazy, guys. There's a lot of different, times you can hop on, anywhere from like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, all the way to 1 in the morning. There's also, 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. whenever you're free, you can hop on and actually trade with these educators. They're literally telling you when to buy, when to sell, and they're also teaching you how and why they're doing it at the same time, which is very, very powerful. Okay. Every single live trading session is recorded, so you can always go back and watch it if you ever happen to miss one, which is something I love because I was very busy when I first started actually trading, right? We also have something called trade alerts. Okay. You guys remember I just showed you what tap the trade was. Tap the trade was where you just have to click one button and you're in the trade. What's cool about trade alerts is here you can actually take it up a notch. This is kind of helping you become a little bit more independent. This is part of phase two, learning how to trade. The educators will actually put all of these different trades right here in this dashboard and on your phone through the app. All you have to do to take a tap to trade is you just have to copy these numbers and then paste them into your own trading account. And then you take the trade. So we actually show you how to do this as well. This is an awesome trade right here. This is a trade for gold. And you guys can see here it absolutely crushed this trade. Almost every single take profit was hit, which is super awesome. But trade alerts are a little bit more hands-on, but then we get to tap to trade. So this is where you get notifications on your phone whenever an educator takes a trade. You have 2 minutes to accept the trade. You just click the notification, hit approve, you're done, right? So what's awesome about this is if I know some people who are at work, they're able to trade all day long because it's literally 30 seconds to take a trade. So I absolutely love it. One of the things I want to do real quick is I'm going to show you guys the best educator on Tap the Trade along with a few others. So the number one performer on Tap the Trade, his name is Joel Arias. In the last 3 months, Joel has done almost 70% on Tap the Trade. Okay. If you know anything about the financial markets, ladies and gentlemen, if you bring your money to a bank or a financial firm, right? I have a licensed hedge fund inside the state of Minnesota. I know this. You bring your money to a bank or a financial firm or whatever, they're going to tell you, hey, we would love to invest your money. Our goal is to grow your investment account 8% on average per year. Okay. He's done 70% in the last 3 months, right? An average of 11% a month, or excuse me, this month he's done 11%, absolutely crushing it. All he does is trade gold. That's it. And, you just have to click one button to take these trades. Then we have Han right here. He's done a little under 10% in the last month. We have Javed. He's done a little under 5 or a little over 5%, and so on and so forth. Okay. So we really like trading with Joel and a lot of the other educators on this platform. All right. Now, one thing that's really cool is we also do have scanners that can help you trade on your own, which is really, really powerful. Okay. So for an example, if we go to Elite Sniper, okay, you can actually click on this scanner. Now, the first time I saw this, I had no idea what I was looking at. I looked at this probably like some of you, and I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at all. What's cool about this, guys, is these are strategies that you can just sit here and watch, and they tell you when to sell or when to buy, which is really, really cool. It's a point system. But again, I didn't know how to use this when I first got started. If you go to our resource tab, we actually teach you how to use every single scanner that we have. And also, we're a part of a community, so all of us help you as well. You're going to be working alongside me and a lot of other people inside of the community. Now, one of the last things, real quick, we have a built-in economic calendar, which is cool. You can actually see all of the global news events that are happening all around the world right in our platform. Another cool thing is we have built-in calculators to help you calculate how much money you're going to make, how much risk do you have, right? Which is really, really cool. You don't have to go to all these other websites and weird, websites with calculators. It's all right here in one place, which is really, really cool. And then the last thing I'll show you, we also have a full-blown glossary. So let's say, for an example, you don't understand a word that one of the traders said. You can go look it up right here. Let's say, for an example, take profit. I'll click the T. It's the first one right here, take profit. It tells you exactly what it is. So we have a full-blown glossary, which is really, really powerful. I'm going to go back to here and keep going through here, guys. All right. Now, one of the things that we want to quickly share with you is you've now seen how our platform looks, right? We have Tap the Trade. Literally tens of thousands of people are using this. It's absolutely insane, right? Our best trader's done 70% in the last 3 months. Obviously, past profit doesn't guarantee future results, but he's been on a crazy winning streak, which is really, really cool. But that's not it. We're also partnered with a different company called TradeX Mastery. And this company actually gives our community money to trade with if we can prove that we're good at trading. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to switch gears, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually going to show you real quick, or actually, I'm going to be passing this over to a business partner who's on this call. But the individual I'm going to be passing it to, I met him in college. Okay, I met him in college. We were brand new to the game. Neither one of us had a lot of trading experience. But I remember I was driving him home after shortly meeting him, from somewhere. And he just turned and looked at me and was like, "You want to be business partners?" And I was like, I've never had someone ask that. I was like, sure, why not? Now, most of you probably know 99% of business partner relationships fail. We probably all know someone that had a business partner relationship that failed. And me and him, we didn't know this, right? We just got started. We're 20 years old. We're like, let's do it, right? But over the last 7 years, guys, it's been a beautiful experience. Him and I have been able to travel the world, probably over 20 countries together, help thousands of people too, man, and just grow side by side. And so I'm super blessed and grateful to call him a friend, but also a mentor of mine, guys. He's one of the best traders I know. I remember I got off a Zoom call just like this. It was 50 people on it. We lived together. I went over into his room. There was 1,000 people on the Zoom call, and he was trading in front of them. He was literally calling out trades on the call. It was beautiful. Okay. So he's going to come up here and he's going to explain a partnership that we have with a different company called TradeX Mastery. They give us money to trade with if you can prove that you're good at trading. Okay. So that being said, I'll pass it over to him and I'll see you guys here in a little bit.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday evening. I appreciate you, Josh. Crushed it as always. As you guys can see, that guy is very, very polished. He is honestly, obviously he's one of my best friends, my business partner, but he's also one of the best leaders I've ever met. He's someone that if you allow him to, he'll help you get to whatever goals you want to, and he's always willing to put that work in as well. And so, very appreciative of you, brother. And what's going on, everybody? I hope we're having a fantastic time. I don't know if you guys are as excited as I was when I first saw this, but the moment I saw this, I'm 27. When I was 20, 21 years old and I saw this, to be honest, I knew right then and there that this is what I'd be doing for the rest of my entire life. Like I knew, I had a gut feeling. I said, I've been wandering through life and this is it. This is the one. And lo and behold, 6, 7 years later, it's what I've been doing full time for, over half a decade. And so I'm extremely blessed. And now my passion is to help other people learn it so they can get that freedom. The biggest thing that I ever took away from one of my mentors when I was 20, 21 years old, he said, get good at the things that are worth getting good at. No matter what you do, let's say you're a fry cook, say you work at McDonald's, no matter what you do, no matter how good you are at your job, there's a cap they'll put. Even if you're a SpongeBob with the Krabby Patties, flipping burgers, doing phenomenal, they'll never pay you $1 million for it. Right. And so I always say, get good at the things that are worth getting good at. And this was the skill set that we decided to do out there that, and lo and behold has, changed not only our lives, but many people around the world. And so I want to show you how now some people are winning at a way faster rate than we ever did, right? At a way faster rate. I didn't start making six figures until a couple years into the business. I've seen people come in and crush months, right out the gate, $20,000, $30,000, $10,000 because of what I'm going to show you guys here. It's the ability to leverage OPM, other people's money. If you're a realtor, you've been in the realty game, or if you own businesses, you're not buying these properties right out. At least you obviously don't want to, right? If you're starting a business, you're not starting with all your own capital. Usually, you're using other people's money, right? You're leveraging other people's money, and that's now what we have the ability to do here with Akashx, but TradeX Mastery. And so, let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Let me get a thumbs up. You guys can see my screen. Golden. All right. We love it. So the company we were partnered up with, it's called TradeX Mastery. And what is TradeX Mastery? It's a prop firm. It's funded accounts. And how does this work? Well, let's just say that there's a company that is right here that will give you capital if you can prove that you're a competent or a good enough trader. And so essentially what you do is you'll be able to take a test. Right? You'll be able to take a test. So whatever amount of money you want to go ahead and test for, let's say it's $100,000. You go ahead and pay whatever the testing fees are. So $500 in this case. And you now have a demo account or a testing account that they give you. And your goal is to grow at 10% before losing 10%, right? If you can gain 10% before losing 10%, awesome. You pass phase one. Now you move on to the second phase. You have to just do the same thing, but a little bit easier. Now the goal is to grow 5% before losing 10%. If you can do that Congratulations, you are now a funded trader. Now, what does that mean? The company will give you $100,000 of capital to trade with. Now, everything you make in profit, you keep 80%, they keep 20%. It's basically saying, hey, we have money out there. If you know what to do with it, if you can, learn how to make the money grow, we'll give you 80%, we'll take our 20%. It's a win-win. It's a match made in heaven. I always say if I would have had this at the beginning of my career, because these became popular in the last few years, but if I had this at the beginning of my career, me and Josh would be somewhere in Barbados, kicking it with our feet up, never to be seen, right? And so this is the beauty of it. Now you don't actually have to worry about having money, right? We have capital for you that you get good enough. And I'll show you ways that you can utilize it right from the beginning. You will be able to get whatever amount of capital you want, $100,000, $200,000, right? And so this is the cheat code. Now just focus on actually learning the skills, utilizing the live sessions, utilizing the tap to trade. And the beauty of it is we can also connect these accounts to tap the trade. You can utilize tap the trade to pass and manage your funded accounts. So let me just show you. Let's just say, for an example, you went ahead and took Joel's trades, right? Josh is talking about how he's been up over 70%. And let's just say, imagine you took every single one of his trades. You'd have already passed and got a withdrawal from your funded account, right? What does it say on average? He's doing about, what's that say? Weekly, 3%, right? Say, so after being in over, let's say, a month, you'd been already around that 15% range. And then your next month, you'd been going for a payout. And this is how so many people in the community are crushing. I just want to show you guys our results chat, just to show you guys what it looks like. We document everything, right? One of my mentors told me, documentation beats conversation. I can give you guys real life examples. And I've been in the industry for a long time, over a half a decade, and I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Look, if we go ahead and look at, Gene, $7,000 payout, Muhammad, $6,000 payout, Chris, $4,500 payout. And this is all just from February. Check the dates, guys. This is just mid-February's payouts, right? If I go up, we'll look at early February. We got Patrick, $16,000. How many people in here would love to have an extra $16,000 from clicking buttons, right? Everybody. But let's just take it back. Let's say you got an extra $1,000 a month from it, or $2,000 a month. Think about what that would change for you in your life with your bills or your current situation or your child's tuition or college. Think about those things, right? And that's why I always say get good at the things that are worth getting good at. And this is one of those. And this is how we speed up the success process as well. And so I want to let you guys know something. With our company being partnered up with the funded accounts, we have something super special for everybody that does join inside the community. But as you guys may know, nothing in life is free, right? Education costs money. People spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to college, to get out of college, and maybe never get a job in that field, right? But Josh and I both went to college. And by the way, you don't need college. You don't need extra schooling for anything like this. This is teaching people skills that they'll utilize to actually make money, right? College for making money. And so if you want to go ahead and get started with us, the investment is $149 to go ahead and get started, and $149 a month. It's a $30 enrollment fee as well. And that comes with everything that you saw, right? There is no add-ons, right? Everything that you saw, you go ahead and get. The tap the trade, the entire academy, the live sessions, the trade alerts, the entire community, the mentorship from everybody. But not only that, what else we do is we give people a free $10,000 challenge account as well. So now you don't necessarily need to have a lot of money to be able to make a lot of money. We give you the capital, and as long as you can pass it, right, which you can utilize to tap the trade alerts, all of that to utilize, then you'll be able to have a $10,000 live account. And so when people ask me, well, Jay, I don't necessarily have a lot of money. Well, first off, we give you the money. It's only $149. And if you can't pay $149, well, then we got something else to worry about, right? There's Uber, there's DoorDash. If you want it, you'll go get it, right? At the end of the day, that is just what it is. And that's how I've always felt. Because when I got started, I had no money in my account, worked some odd jobs, got it within 48 hours. And so it's the $149 to go ahead and get started, $149 a month. But if you wanted to pay for it upfront for a year, which over the course of a year, paying for Akashx is around $1,800. You would save around $800 by doing the yearly. And on top of that, you would also get a $200,000 trading account instead. And I want to show you guys how much a $200,000 trading account is to purchase outright. The price of it itself is the exact same price. So instead of having to buy a $200,000 account, you already get that within having the yearly. And so if some people are looking and saying, hey, you know, 9.99 is kind of a lot of money, well, there you can use apps like Klarna, Affirm, buy now, pay later apps, to where we had a lot of people, they'll get it to be it's where it's $85 a month. So even cheaper than the monthly by being able to pay for the yearly right up front. So whoever got you on this call, you know, afterwards, if that's something that interests you, let them know. But let's just say, for an example, when you start making money, you start trading, you start having a good time. But what else do we do? Well, we love to travel, guys. We love to travel. We were just in Dubai in October. We were just in Mexico at the beginning of this month. We've been gone for about 15 days this month. Scottsdale retreat with a bunch of the leaders. You know, we travel a lot, right? Because we like to make money, but we also like to have fun. Like we like to enjoy it. That's what life is about, the freedom aspect of it all. And so we also have a travel membership, trade and travel. It's $189 a month. That gives you access to cruises, discounts on, you know, travel, rental cars, Airbnbs, hotels, curated trips. Like when we went to Dubai, it would have cost us $5,000 or like 5,500, and we got it for $2,000, right? So just a lot of travel discounts as well. Now let's go ahead and show you guys.
19,002.
Let me go ahead and just show you guys a video of one of our members and what they were able to do with the funded accounts, right? Let me go ahead and just show you guys this real quick.
$19,284. That's what I've made in the last 11 days with this amazing platform over here called Akashx and the amazing trainers. The purpose of today's video is to show you, make documented proof that I'm going to make a withdrawal. So that's what I'm going to do in these next videos. So stay tuned. Here I am in my Cash App. You can see today is Sunday, 11/26, September 22nd. I'm going to go to my home screen. You can see my Bitcoin currently has $88.53. Savings is zero. This is just showing you that my process of depositing the money coming from TradeX Mastery into my Cash App. So let's just hop over into TradeX Mastery and let's try a payout. All right, so now I'm in my TradeX Mastery account. You can see that starting balance was 100,000. My profit over the last 11 days, $19,284. I'm on a 90-day split. Withdraw amount with that 90% split. I could withdraw that whole $17,355, but I'm not going to because that would reduce my fund. Let's go ahead and click request payment. Deposit has been received on your, and there it is. A little bit down because Bitcoin just went down a little bit, I suppose. But Bitcoin will probably go
right. Just to show you guys, and there's so many more testimonials like that within the company and within our entire community. Right. The goal is to change lives because at the end of the day, making money is great and all, but if you can't help someone, then you know what is it for, right? As a unit, we all grow, and that's the beautiful. So let's just say, for example, you saw this monthly fee, right? $149 to go ahead and get started, $149 a month, and you didn't want to have to pay that. Well, we actually have a scholarship program for people that don't want to have to pay the monthly. Say you go ahead and get started. If you happen to know 3 friends, 3 family members, 3 people in general, it doesn't matter. It can be the guy in the street, and they want to go ahead and learn how to make money in the markets and trade with us, then they will waive your monthly fee, right? They'll waive your monthly fee so you don't have to do it. It's a thank you from the company. Just like for anybody that knows Robinhood or Amazon, if you refer something, obviously you get that benefit from it. And so that's the beauty. You get to have people work with you alongside your journey. And let's just say, for an example, you're like, well, man, how would I talk to people about this? Well, the beauty of it is you don't have to do it yourself. That's what we're here for. We host presentation calls like these all the time. If whoever got you started, they can connect you and them with us, and we can help explain it for them. You don't have to be an expert. You can leverage us, and we'll go ahead and show them and help them with their journey as well. So that's a 3 and free, just a thank you from the company and being able to go ahead and, you know, waive your monthly fees. And so I hope you guys understood that, and I hope you guys see exactly what's going on. But what I'm going to do now is we have a little bit longer, guys. I want to have Josh speak again. But like I said before, guys, get good at the things that are worth getting good at. If it's not this, then something, right? Do the things that will actually pay you in the long run, but also give you that freedom. At the end of the day, when you're younger, you a lot of times value time. But the older and older that I get, we value money. But then the older and older you get, you a lot of times value your time more because time is the only thing we can spend, but we can't save and we can't make. And so when you have that time freedom, that location freedom to spend more times with loved ones, friends, do the experiences that you want to do, it's a whole different ball game. I can promise you that it will make you 10 times happier, but work now for a period of time, learn the skill, dive into the information, and who knows where you can be in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back to Josh because he has something to show you guys as well. Another way that you can get paid with inside the company. But like I said, this guy's a stud, right? Everything he's talked about so far is obviously valuable, but he has been crushing it on a high level in online business and trading for almost a decade now. And so that's why I'm grateful. And I know everybody in the community is grateful for his mentorship and his leadership as well. But go ahead and take us home, Josh, and close this thing out, brother.
All right, sounds good, man. I appreciate you a ton. Yeah, guys. So what you just saw from Jay, obviously, he broke down how you can leverage other people's money. I just want to re-clarify this though. I was brand new at one point. I knew nothing. I wasn't born knowing how to do this stuff, right? But what I've realized over the years is one, the community helps you. I will help you, right? If you literally reach out to me, I'll help you. Now, at the same time, too, over the course of time, guys, like I like to give this analogy. Imagine, for an example, if you and I were instructed to go out to, a field and chop wood, right? We would probably both suck at chopping wood when we first start. I know I wouldn't be too good at it. We're chopping wood, right? But what if we're told to go out there every single day and chop wood for 3 hours? Okay. After a week, we'd probably start getting the hang of it, right? After a month, we would feel like pros. We would see brand new people coming in and be like, the newbies are here, right? That's how everything works. Okay. I was brand new at 1.2. But really, guys, the three questions that I had when I first saw this 7 years ago, I just spent 60,000 on a college education, right? I've never used a degree. It's got dust on it in my closet. Okay. Here's my three questions. Does it work? That's what I needed to know first. I saw tons of testimonials just like you guys saw, right? And there's a whole bunch more that you can look at if you want. The second thing was, can I do it? Right? I saw the simplicity of tap to trade. I saw the simplicity of being able to just click a button and also the community being able to help me, right? So that was my second question. The third one is I was wondering, the person who's going to get me started, will you help me? Like, will you show me how to do it? Will you take time? Will you invest in it to me? And the reality is, guys, the person who invited you to this call, yes, they will help you, but me and Jay are also here helping the whole community. Okay. So you can always reach out to me. So with that being said, we're going to jump back into this real quick. I had a couple more things I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hopefully you can see my screen. But one thing I wanted to talk about is yes, obviously you can get a free account, which is really cool. When me and Jay got started in college, I think it was like $200 a month. I was in a previous company. We did not have $200 a month to put towards this, right? Even though it was obviously an investment, we're here to make money. That was the goal, and we did, but we didn't have $200 a month, guys. So me and Jay, we went out and got our free account within 7 days. We've had a free account for 7 years now. Okay. So this is completely optional. Some people don't care. Like I said, I own a hedge fund in Minnesota. There's other people who own hedge funds, a part of Akashx, people that own, financial firms. There's doctors, lawyers. They don't care about $149 a month, right? I did though when I got started. So this is optional, but if you want to get a free account, we'll help you do it. Okay. It's very, very simple to do. Now, keeping that in mind, guys, there's also another way that you can make money inside of this business, which is really, really cool. You can actually become a home-based business owner in this right here. You can apply to become a representative in this company. If you get accepted, you get to become a business owner on paper, right? This is where you get to do tax deductions, okay? Now, I want to kind of make this clear. This is completely optional, this side of the business, okay? This is for people that want multiple streams of income, okay? Some people literally just want to trade, and that's completely fine. I'd say 70 to 80% of our community just trades. However, if you're someone that wants to stack the odds in your favor and have multiple streams of income, this is an awesome way to do it. And also be able to have tax advantages, which is really, really awesome. Okay. So what does it mean when you apply to become a business owner, when you apply to become a representative in this company? Okay. You're obviously, you get a special account with a special link, but what this means is you now get to do tax deductions. Okay. For an example, I'm not a CPA or an accountant. I can't give you professional advice. So go get your own. Everything I say could be wrong. But what I do for the last, almost decade, I write off my phone bill, my computer, right? This computer, pens, pencils, notebooks, office supplies, square footage of rent, plane tickets, hotels, Ubers, Airbnbs, food, right? almost everything in my entire life is a tax deduction. And that's because I run an online international business. Okay. And we'll show you how to do this, which is really, really cool. All right. So let's get into it a little bit. Like I said, this is completely optional. However, what it means when you become a representative in the company is instead of just getting a free membership, which is what customers get, the company will actually pay you commissions, which is really, really cool. Like I said, completely optional, but if you have someone join, guys, you make 40 bucks right away. Nothing crazy, right? $149 sale, 40 bucks, but it starts to add up. If you have someone join on the trade and travel membership, you make a $50 commission, which is really cool. Okay. If you happen to have a total of 10 people inside of your business, however long you'd like to do that for, that's about $6,000 a year in residual passive income that you're now making forever, as long as those people are in the business. Okay. So this is a little quick, easy breakdown of the compensation plan. But I wanted to kind of run through this real quick. Like I said, this is optional, guys, but the sky's the limit, which is really cool here. All right. Like I said, if you have 10 people, that's the rank 1K. That's about $500 a month on top of what you can make from trading with your funded account, on top of what you're making from your job, right? $6,000 a year, every single year, like clockwork, right? If 10 grows into 50, because obviously, if anybody in your organization, let's say they want to get a free account, or let's say they want to become a representative and they get accepted, right? That all counts. So if 10 grows into 50, now you're making about $1,300 a month on average every single month. Right? This is residual passive income. It's money that pays you forever for work that you do one time, right? It's about $15,000, $16,000 a year, guys. That's a solid side hustle, right? Right from your cell phone, which is cool. If 50 grows into 100, now you're the rank 10K, okay? We got a lot of 10Ks on this call, which is really, really cool. This is almost $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year on top of what you can make from trading, on top of what you're currently doing right now. This is when things start to get interesting, right? You're almost at that full-time income. 100 grows into 250, you're the rank 25K, boom. You're making $72,000 a year on average every single year, passive residual income. Okay. As long as you have that business, right? This is where things get interesting, right? You are making a full-time income from your cell phone. Do you want to quit your job because you don't want to work it anymore? Do you want to keep it? You get to make decisions about your life now. You're making a full-time income, which is really, really cool. If 250 grows into 500, you're the rank 50K. Boom. You're now you're now a six-figure plus residual earner. Okay. Every single year, you're pulling a six-figure income in residuals, which is really, really cool. This pays about $12,000 a month on average, around $144,000 a year, which is super, super powerful, right? You're now a six-figure earner. 500 goes into 1,000. Boom, you're the 100K rank. That's $22,000 a month on average every single month, right? I got two buddies that are out here in Minnesota, right? I believe they're 5, 6, 7 years older than me. These guys are goofballs, right? They literally just hit the super rank inside the company. They're making, I believe last month they made $360,000. Okay. There's nothing special about those guys. Once you meet them, you'll see, wow, they work hard. They're coachable and teachable, and they got obviously a good work ethic, but there's nothing special about them. Okay. So the sky's the limit here, guys. I'm currently a 100K rank inside this company, which pays an average around $20,000 to $30,000 a month. I don't say that to brag or boast or anything. I learned how to do this business. I learned how to trade. I got some results from it. I learned how to help people get results as well. And I learned how to build a community. And so, like I said, guys, this part is completely optional, but it's great having, guaranteed passive income. This is a quick picture of all of us. We were out in Dubai, man. It was absolutely crazy. Men and women of all ages. There was hundreds of people there. Unfortunately, not on the yachts that we took, but it was a really, really cool experience. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Just some final closing thoughts, right? Here's what my mentor told me when I got started. You need three things to have success in this. Okay. Number one, you need a work ethic. Okay. I'm sure a lot of you on this call are like, done. I got a work ethic, right? You got to have a work ethic. If you don't have a work ethic on this call, which unfortunately some people don't, I wouldn't even get started, right? Number two is you got to be coachable and teachable. Okay. You will come into the group chats. We're going to help you get set up. We'll get on the computer, everything like that, and help you, obviously come up with a game plan. But you're going to see people that have the results that you want. Like I said, there was like $15,000 withdrawals, 3,000, 4,000. There was a bunch that Jay was showing. You're going to see people that have what you want. Your goal is to be a sponge, right? Coachable and teachable. It's a copy and paste. That's all it is, right? Don't reinvent the wheel. And then the last thing, guys, is you have to have a burning desire. Okay, this is a little bit harder to explain. This is something that's just kicking inside you a little bit harder than the average person. You wake up a little bit earlier, you stay up a little bit later, you work a little bit harder than the people next to you, right? If you have those three things, I want you to reach out to the person who got you on this call. And I want you to just thank them for inviting you because this can change your life. It did it for me. It did it for millions of people around the world, this industry, right? And then I want you to tell them you're ready to get started. Okay. When you get started, have them get you connected with me, and we're going to come up with a game plan to take this to the next level. Okay. So I'm super excited to welcome you guys all to the team. Hopefully, we have, the best year you've ever had in your entire life. And I'll see you guys inside of the group chats. Okay. Have a good night. See you.